There was a time when an invitation to a party hosted by Sean Diddy Combs was one of the most sought-after tickets in the entertainment industry. With guest lists that included Justin Bieber, Mariah Carey, Paris Hilton, and Jennifer Lopez, it was a chance to rub shoulders with some of the biggest celebrities. Jay-Z and Beyoncé even released new music at his events. 2 new lawsuits have been filed against Sean Diddy Combs, accusing the music mogul of sexual assault. Both lawsuits, which were filed in New York, include accusations by men who were underage at the time of the alleged. In one, the alleged victim was 10 years old at the time. The second alleges Mr. Combs assaulted a teenage boy who was auditioning for the popular MTV reality show Making the Band, which the rapper produced. In a statement to the BBC, representatives for Mr. Combs said he never sexually assaulted or trafficked anyone, man or woman, adult or minor. More than 24 lawsuits have been filed against Mr. Combs in recent months with allegations that include rape, drugging, underage assaults, intimidation, and sexual extortion. The rapper is also facing federal criminal charges in an alleged sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy. He has pleaded not guilty to those charges. The 2 lawsuits filed on Monday were brought by attorney Tony Busby, who has said he represents more than 100 alleged victims and plans to file dozens of lawsuits against Mr. Combs in the coming weeks. In the first lawsuit, which was filed anonymously, the plaintiff alleges that Mr. Combs assaulted him in 2005 when he was 10 years old and an aspiring actor and rapper. To support their son's ambitions in entertainment, the boy's parents enlisted the help of an industry consultant who suggested they travel to New York for meetings with music professionals. During the trip, the consultant set up an audition with Mr. Combs, who requested a private meeting with the boy, the lawsuit says. The lawsuit claims the consultant escorted the boy to Mr. Combs' hotel room, where he was left alone. The boy performed several rap songs for Mr. Combs, who told him he had the potential to become a star. According to the complaint, Mr. Combs asked the boy how committed he was to pursuing his dream, and the boy replied that he would do anything. During the meeting, a third person gave the boy a soda that made him feel funny, but at the time, the plaintiff thought the feelings were from happiness over the meeting, the lawsuit states. The rapper is then accused of disrobing and ordering the boy to perform a sex act. When the boy resisted, Mr. Combs allegedly assaulted him. The plaintiff says in the complaint that he lost consciousness and woke up in pain with his pants undone. Mr. Combs allegedly told him that if he told anyone, he would hurt his parents, according to the lawsuit. In the second lawsuit, an unnamed male alleges he was sexually assaulted by Mr. Combs in 2008. The plaintiff was 17 when he was auditioning for the MTV reality competition Mr. Combs produced. During various rounds of the audition process, Mr. Combs allegedly asked the plaintiff how he would handle situations involving sexual pressure. He and his bodyguard went on to force the teen into sexual acts, the lawsuit states. Mr. Combs is currently being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, New York, following his September arrest on federal charges. He was denied bail and will remain in custody until his trial in May. He has denied all the allegations against him. Mr. Combs and his legal team have full confidence in the facts and the integrity of the judicial process, his representative said. If convicted of racketeering, he could face life in prison. At least 2 other lawsuits center on the parties. Former adult film star Adria English claimed she was groomed into sex trafficking over time after working at multiple white party events, where she alleges the alcohol was laced with drugs. Another lawsuit, filed anonymously this week by a man, makes allegations about a 2006 white party. He said in the lawsuit that he was working security at the event, where drinks were allegedly laced with drugs, and said he was raped. More than a dozen civil lawsuits in total have been filed accusing the music mogul of assaults, rape, and sexual extortion. In these lawsuits, both men and women say they were coerced or forced into sex. Others say they obliged because they were intimidated by Mr. Combs and the power he held in the entertainment industry. Some described having their careers derailed or opportunities taken from them.